My aunt scolded me for evicting my freeloading brother, so I followed her advice, dropped him at her house, and told her she had a good point, family should help each other. He never washes dishes, never washes his clothes, and eats pretty much whatever he wants. I guess since I'm his little sister, he figured he could ignore me saying to get his poop together. Well, after 6 months, I told him he had to go, and gave him a couple of weeks to find somewhere else. Well, it seems he called our parents and cried about me kicking him out, and they told him he knew he couldn't stay forever, but they also, of course, called my aunts and told them all about it. And my busybody aunt called me and scolded me for being cruel to my brother and abandoning the family when they need help. I let her talk and finally said she was right. Helping family was important, and I'm glad she showed me that. She seemed glad I understood the right thing to do before hanging up, so I followed her advice, packed my bro up, and drove him to her house. I couldn't take care of him anymore. He was running all my bills up, but my aunt made a good point, family should help each other. So I dropped him off there. She has had room since all her kids moved out and then left. But I wasn't even halfway home before I was getting multiple calls from my parents and aunt. Parents were demanding to know why our aunt was blowing up their phones, and aunt was leaving voicemails shouting at me to come back and get my brother. I explained to my parents, and they said it was a good idea since my aunt sounded like she wanted to help, but my aunt called me an a-hole and said she didn't want my brother there. And when I told her family helps each other, she called me a-hole. Last I checked, he was still living with her.